I'm going to switch things up a little bit here. In my previous video, I was going through Jackson's Stealth guitar that had fallen off the wall. The entire row of guitar hangers on one board came down. If you haven't watched that, I'll leave a link in the description. And the second guitar that was on that rack that went down was the Kramer. And that one I would be working on next, but it's still in traction. It's probably got a couple more days. I want to leave it in those clamps to try to straighten out that headstock, but that's a different story. So this is the third guitar that was on that rack that fell. This is a 1986 Model 4 Charvel, and this one is made in Japan. It's got that headstock and that design there, and it's got EMG pickups, standard collar trim. I think you got 2 tones. I think this is a volume, and the 3 switches for the pickups. So this one, again, we were fortunate. We didn't sustain any damage to it. None that I could see. This chip here might have gotten a little worse, but we really got off lucky with this one. All 4 of these guitars, really. The only damage that was sustained from the fall was on that Jackson, and it was the trim. The 4th guitar that went down was another one I had worked on before, Jeff Lippard, and that's like an Ibanez Destroyer. And that one is just fine too. And since I worked on it recently and did new strings on it, we're just going to leave that one. So this is going to be guitar 2. Guitar 3 is going to be that Kramer, which, again, that Kramer, there was nothing wrong with that except that warped headstock from a previous incident that I'm trying to work out, and I'm hoping for the best. So this one's going to be more of a show and tell, I guess. I'm just going to go through and see if I can find anything. And yeah, I haven't had this one on the bench before. I thought I did, but it was a red BC Rich that I had, and I haven't had this one yet. But let's get into it. All right, let's see how the sound is. I was messing around with it earlier, and this knob here feels really tight when you get around to there. So look at that. Chippy there, clean that out. That must be your master volume. That one's a little clippy too. Alright, so we got something to fix. This knob here is really tight to turn, so we'll clean that. This one here, I think they were both kind of fuzzy, and this switch was real fuzzy. So I'll show you how I deal with that, and I'll go through this fretboard, get some new strings on it, and yeah, that should be it. Huh. Those are standard. Who would have thunk?
I lost my mind. mind, don't know where it goes. I lost my soul. I lost it all. Then I watched it roll. I lost the truth. I didn't want to know what was going on. I lost the time.
See where we are with frets. Got my fret checker, my bob. Yeah, there's enough of them out that I'm going to have to do some work on that. Do a check on this while we're in here. See where we are. Positive, right there. It's good. Fading a little bit, but it's still good. What's the date? 12/25. You know what? I'm going to change that out while I'm here, because 9 volts can go out pretty quick. Alright, that one's pinging out, and it's good till 2028. I'm going to start with some deoxit. Just got myself a fresh can. And what I want to do is I want to get it right in where the poles come out. Right up under there is a nice little way to get inside the pot. A little spray in there, and we work it. I wonder if part of this being tight is being too close to the body here on this knob. Let's raise it out a little bit. See that? I think the knob is scraping the body a little bit, so bring it out a hair off the body. Tighten right there. Yeah, that feels much better. Hear that? I don't know if you hear that scrape. Let's knob up a little bit more. Turn it to a new position. Tighten it in. It's not dragging on the body at all. That's nice. Same one here with this other tone. Might have a little body drag too. There we go. Switches, you really can't get into a switch like this, a micro switch, from the back. So these will go in through here. I'll do one at a time. Get in there. That was a lot. Way too much. Perfect. God, I love that Vice Grip Garage. And so we got all those doing free. Get a little bit here in our switches. And switch. Alright. That looks great. Let's see if we got rid of our hissing and clipping. Alright, down is the on. Alright, that one was kind of buzzing on us. It's pretty good. Nice. No unwanted noises. Awesome. That's all it takes. Alright, let's talk about fretboard care. I have a variety of things here that I use in the shop, from lightest to heaviest. If it's a guitar that I've worked on before, and I'm just doing a string change, I'll just go with the Ultimate Lemon Oil Dunlop stuff here. If it's something that's a little dry, I'll go with this Feed and Wax. Rub it on there, let it dry off a little bit, and then buff it out. If it's some gunk, you know, you get a lot of gunk buildup on there, I'll go with some Scott's Liquid Gold or some Orange Glow to try to get that off. If it's really stuck on there, just gunky, you know, dude's working on cars all day and then comes home and starts playing guitar, then I'll probably use a little bit of Goo Gone and kind of just try to get that gunk off of there. This one here, I think, is at about Orange Glow level gunkage. So, let's just get a little bit on here. There we go. Just a very minimal amount. I'm going to use this like a terry cloth rag or something that's going to give you some scrubbing action. You know, this is like beyond doing using a paper towel. That's just going to tear apart on you. Alright, so if I use one of these three, I'd follow it off with one of these two. So now we got our gunk off of there. It's a little bit drier than what I would use lemon oil for, so I'm going to use the Feed and Wax. This stuff is really thick, almost like a honey. And but it lays down. Once you rub it in, it's more like a wax. And if you let it sit there for like 10-20 minutes, it'll start kind of drying off on you a little bit, and then you can buff it by hand with the towel. As I'm rubbing it out, it's going on pasty. It's not liquid. You know, one thing, I was watching a YouTuber recently, and he was talking about, you know, leaving lemon oil or fretboard oil on too long, and his reasoning was that, you know, your oil could float down in between where your frets are, and you know, expand the wood there. Basically, I'm paraphrasing here. You know, and make your frets kind of swell out, or make the wood swell, and then would make the frets swell. So I've been trying to avoid, since I got that tip, I've been trying to avoid leaving heavy liquids on there. But that's nice. We'll leave that there. dry a little bit, and then that should buff right off, and it should hold the shine close to it. Fretboard is clean. I'm going to move on to cleaning the body now. I got a variety of products here that I use, from lightest to heaviest. The spray wax is something I'll do if a guitar is already clean, and also when I'm completely done with it and I want to get all little fingerprints off, I'll use the spray wax. Just to clean a little bit of dirt and scuzz off, I'll use the glass cleaner. Sprayway works great. It's foaming and ammonia free. I really don't want to use anything with ammonia on wood. Two other options I have here for heavy gunk is either alcohol or lighter fluid. That's for, you get something that just won't come off with anything else. My last option I have is the Sprayway all-purpose cleaner, which works great. It's like, cleaning sinks and toilets. It's super heavy, though, and what I've found is using something really heavy, you do run the risk of taking the ink off something like stickers. If there was no stickers on this, I'd probably start with the all-purpose cleaner just to get all the bacteria off. But I do know that this stuff and heavier stuff, Mr. Clean, some ink, it'll take it right off, and I don't want to do that at all. So on a guitar like this that's all stickered up, I'm probably not going to go any heavier than glass cleaner. If there was something stuck on there that just wouldn't come off, I might do a spot with that alcohol or the lighter fluid, but I think the glass cleaner is going to be good, and then finish it up with the spray and wax to give it a shine. Setting intonation on these is pretty easy. You just move the string out of the way, loosen this, and you can move it either way you want. You may wonder why I'm even doing YouTube. I've been on about 2 years and I just got over 500 subscribers. I know my videos aren't the best. My camera sucks. I think my content, my fixes are pretty good. But you may wonder, why would I continue to do this every week if I don't have a subscriber base? And you know, it would probably upset me if I really put a lot of effort into the channel, you know, promoting it and being the Patreon guy and all that stuff. And if I was doing all that, then yeah, I might be upset that I didn't have more subscribers, but I don't really care. I like doing this. I'm doing this for fun. I got like 3 reasons I can think of that I do this. The first one being, I need a creative outlet. If I'm not keeping my hands busy, then you know, I'm doing other stuff. I'm chain smoking. You know, that's not good. So trying to keep myself busy is it's tough, but having this as an extra outlet is really helpful. Second reason I put out these videos is I'm really trying to get over some social anxiety, trouble public speaking, and just trying to come out of my shell a little bit. And I thought this would be a good outlet, and so that's my second reason. My third reason is, you know, I want to leave something. I always have a fear that, you know, my kids will forget me someday or something. That's irrational, but you know, you never know. So, you know, kind of leaving something for them to remember me by. You know, maybe someday I'm long gone, they can put on a video and hear my voice and remember what I was like. That kind of stuff. I don't know. But anyway, those are my reasons for doing YouTube. And I'm sticking by them. I mean, it'd be great to have, you know, 1 million subscribers and all that. And, you know, be making tons of money to you know, put back into the channel, into guitar repairs and better camera equipment and all that kind of stuff. But you know, I'm just fine growing the channel small like I am. It'd be nice to get to 1,000 subscribers. Kind of puts me into a different category in YouTube. But I'm hovering around 545 right now. But you know, it'd be cool for me to get to 666 subscribers. How cool would that be? And you can help me do that. If you're not a subscriber and you've made it this far into the video, you know, you could do worse than to give me a pity subscribe. I'll take a pity subscribe. This is a really easy bridge to work on. I can't believe that these didn't stick around longer. This is a pain in the butt. I would love to have like the Floyd Rose where you can take the top off if you need to. Trying to feed strings through here is crazy. But this is really neat because it's all, you know, you just need a route there. It doesn't have anything routed out of the back at all. Just a route here for the Kaler. I wonder why they didn't get more popular. If you know, let me know. Sounds pretty good. Lock them down.
So I don't know, we think of anything particular?
I don't know. I like shredding.
Shredding? Shredding it will be. That's what I've been doing.
Well, this one came out just fine. I swear to God these 4 guitars fell off the wall. I ain't making this stuff up, folks. If I did, I would have made this way more dramatic. We were pretty fortunate that we got off with just that Jackson suffering the damage, and it was only to the whammy bar. Any of the nicks I'm seeing here, I'm looking at old pictures, and they're all there. So I don't think we got any new nicks on this one, but it did give me a chance to go through it. Charvels are really cool. A lot of artificial harmonics I was finding with this one. I could do the little pinchies really cool. And I'm usually not really that good at that stuff, so. But yeah, he's going to love this one. It's going to do some shredding. So, why don't you join me next time? We're going to get into that Kramer neck. We're going to pull that out of traction and see if it straightened out any. And you definitely want to stick around and see that. But at any rate, you know, help me get to 666 subscribers. You can give me a thumbs up and a subscription right now. It doesn't cost you anything, right? So, I want to thank you once again for joining me. We'll talk again soon. Bye for now.
Some drums.